Oh, nice. I found some silicon ore straight away, and there's... Oh, look! A ship that's conveniently already been built. Hello, guys. My name is GingerBraFace, and I am a bit silly. I recorded 3 episodes of this, with no sound. I did like an hour and a half, 2 hours-ish, last night recording. Realised I hadn't had my microphone on the whole time. So, yeah. You don't need to see the start bit, you know what happens in the start, I would imagine. You start off with a ship, you dismantle it, you build a better ship. And that's what this is. This is the better ship that is still a work in progress. I've not completely run out of resources, but I've got a few odd bits. We can finish off some stuff, but let's go over to the assembler. I'm just going to set. We need some bulletproof glass. We need about 50 of them. We need some displays. What else do we need? I think that's mostly it for the time being, isn't it? Always need more steel plates, but I just got loads of silicon. Needs to be going faster. Oh yeah, none of this is linked up yet. Just remembered that. So I need to plonk this in here. But anyway, yeah, what I want to do in this series is, apart from play Space Engineers, which is a fantastic game, I love Space Engineers, but apart from play Space Engineers, I want to chat about some tech-related stuff. So, in the last session I recorded, I talked about CES, which I'm going to have to do again now because obviously didn't record any of that. So CES has just finished. Bulletproof glass, we need girders. CES has just finished. If you don't know what that is, it's consumer... Oh, I can't even remember what half the letters stand for now. Consumer... something. I can't remember, I'm sorry. But, yeah, there was some stuff there that may be of interest to you. Did I just put the... What did I just do? Into the... Yeah, you go into the assembler. Alright. I'm missing items for that, that's what you're complaining about. Sorry, got a little bit distracted there. We are the sun's behind. We got this asteroid protecting us for the time being, so we don't have to worry too much about the meteors. Okay, we've got some glass there now, so we can see in front of us. This is always good stuff. CES. So what got shown at CES that's interesting? Well, we got the first Broadwell processors. If you're interested in processors like I am, then you'll probably know what Broadwell is. If you are not, though, I will fill you in. Broadwell is Intel's latest architecture update. We need more iron. Where's more iron? Yes, their latest architecture update. That is, it's 20% more efficient. I'm not sure if that's over Ivy Bridge or Haswell E. I would assume Ivy Bridge, seeing as that's what it's meant to be the successor to. But yeah, they said 20% efficiency improvement, and they announced a couple of processors. They announced an i5 and an i7, but they're mobile processors. The interesting thing about these particular ones is this iron. Yes, it is. Yeah, the interesting thing about these particular ones is that the i5 is hyper-threaded, and i5s aren't usually hyper-threaded. That's part of their architecture. They're quad cores that aren't hyper-threaded. But now it's getting chilly. Close the window. Okay. It's getting yeah. They've got hyper-threading, and they don't usually have hyper-threading, but these are mobile ones. And what they basically have done in their wonderful business-like way is they've labelled them as i7s and i5s, but both of them are hyper-threaded dual cores, which is what an i3 is. So essentially, you're paying i7 prices for an i3. So yeah, that's a load of bollocks, quite frankly. Not very impressed by that. I was hoping that they had stopped doing that now, Intel, but no, they're still doing that. They're still mislabeling their mobile processors. But you know, that's why I always say to get a desktop if you can. If you don't specifically need the portability, the advantages of desktops are many. But anyway, that's what's going on in the processor world. As far as video cards, we have some interesting new stuff. MSI have got a whole bunch of new colours. Actually, I don't want that there. Yeah, a whole bunch of new colours for their upcoming cards. So if you've got a bit of an unusual colour scheme, then MSI are probably the cards you want to check out at the moment. Otherwise, if you're someone who I can't work out, that there's what Gigabyte have done, I cannot work out who it's aimed at, but they have released a kind of all-in-one water-cooled video card set. Not triple SLI, three-way SLI, there's a difference, I need to remember. Yeah, three-way SLI. We need more bulletproof glass. Bulletproof glass. There we go. I need to stop losing my train of thought. What was I talking about? Yes, Waterforce. Waterforce. Gigabyte. Kind of. Well, they're obviously best known for Windforce, but they've made Waterforce so you can buy free pre-water-cooled video cards. And the reason I can't work out who this is aimed at is because they don't come overclocked. So obviously the only reason you'd want to water cool your video cards is if you want to overclock them quite far. You want a really big performance improvement from them. You know, that seems logical, doesn't it? I'm not mad there. That's why you'd want water-cooled video cards. So but they don't come overclocked. And the reason that's weird, it's like, you think, okay, you might just overclock yourself. But then if you're going to overclock yourself, surely you just water-cool them yourself, because the Waterforce thing is so expensive. It's way more expensive than it would be to do a custom loop for video card. I can't remember the exact price, but I remember thinking, bloody hell, who is going to buy this? So, here, it's a bizarre one. It's obviously, I'm playing with a ton of mods, by the way. So yeah, it's bizarre. It's very expensive, and by the looks of it, not very good. So yeah, that's a thing that's happening. For those of you who are interested in the world of water-cooled video cards, which should be, because it's an interesting world. I'm not sure what I want to put up here. I don't really want more glass. Should maybe lower. Actually, I know what I want to do. I can do that, can't I? Then we got the slope, and that looks good. All right. So yeah, we've got we've got what Gigabyte have been up to. Could put more in there later, but for the time being I'm not going to worry. You don't go up to there. You go that. Good stuff. Okay, we have a bridge coming together. I spent way too much time on making an epic bridge, but I feel like it's important. Oh, we need holly. We need a holly on the ship, like from Red Dwarf. If you didn't, now I've said from Red Dwarf. If you didn't get it in the first place, you're not going to get it now. Said in Red Dwarf, but we need holly. He told you his IQ was 6,000. It's got a 6 in it, but it's not 6,000. Well, what is it? 6. Best line from the whole series. Or maybe actually from Series 8, where he does the Morse code to the Chinese laundry. That was quite funny. The bridge does look pretty epic now. Oh, I need to recharge actually. Let's. Oh no, not C. V. There we are. Look at that beauty. I like that. I'm pleased with that. Yeah, what's next on the list of stuff at CES? MSI done a lot of it. Oh, Gigabyte. A lot more in the world of Gigabyte. They set a world record on one of their new motherboards. Overclocking DDR4. To what did they overclock it to? 4,000 megahertz, which is pretty nippy. Okay, actually we don't need that on display. So what we could do, might look better, is we can press G. Oh, we can have a 2x3 actually, that would be perfect. I was going to look for a 2x2, but I don't think there is one, but there is a 2x3. Which will do the job lovely. Boom, there we go. I like having a lot of glass in my ships, if that's not obvious. I like to be able to look out. Because look at it, it's gorgeous. Why are these windows so misty? Need to clean them. Anyway, yeah, the 4,000 megahertz. So pretty. Overclocking records are always good, because if we set a new overclocking record, it shows we're making progress. And progress is never a bad thing. Get some of the back of the ship all welded up. Assembler. We need more steel plates. Many more steel plates. It looks like we're going to run out of iron, so let's go grab some more of that quickly. Yeah, Gigabyte got a new board out which is designed for overclocking. I'm assuming it's going to be a bit better than their in their main lineup at the moment. I can't remember which board it is. It's one of their X99 boards, but they got in trouble because they've been stripping parts off, like layers of the PCB and stuff, power phases and so on. So they've been reducing the quality but without reducing the price. So, oh, that's nickel. So that's a bit naughty of them. So I've been, whenever people ask me for parts, I've been saying avoid Gigabyte for the moment. As a result of this, I like to keep informed on this stuff because a lot of people ask me for recommendations on parts. and then when they do, it's like, well, Gigabyte have been doing this at the moment, so now might be a bad time to buy Gigabyte. MSI can't make motherboards, so do MSI make any good motherboards? Because every time I've looked at an MSI motherboard, the reviews have been terrible. I mean, they wouldn't still be making motherboards. They must make something that sells, or do people just buy them without reading reviews? That seems more likely, actually. Now I think about it. What else have we had going on at CES? Anything of significance? We've got some new SSDs coming out at the moment, particularly M.2 SSDs, which is good stuff because we're getting some very high speeds. We're getting over a gigabyte per second on the on both the reads and the writes, which is always good. The ever elusive write speed. It's an interesting topic. It's always slow or slower, and it's not very good because I like my high write speeds as well. I do just as much writing as I do reading. That might not be true, but I do a lot of writing. I'm writing a large quantity of data right now. And look, I just wrote some more. So yeah, it seems like it'd be good if we had some higher write speeds. Though I don't understand the technological limitation of write speeds. I know we just don't get them as high. I'm just not entirely sure why that is, and I have looked it up and I've been unable to find any obvious reasoning. So if you know why write speeds on SSDs are always lower than read speeds, let me know, because this is a topic that interests me. It's something I don't understand, and I don't like not understanding things. Do we want a jutty out bit where the engine is? I know that probably doesn't... I'm just visualising how I want the ship, because at the moment it's very square. Let's de-square it. Bloody hell, I'm getting all the messages all of a sudden. What's so important? Someone has texted me. Well, this might be important. Alright, sorry about that. That was about my rent payment. Yeah, that is obviously an important thing. But I think it's okay for the moment, if all is well. My phone might go off again, and then it's not okay. I'm spending a lot of time building here, obviously. Actually, I've just seen the time. We should probably call this an episode. But thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.